very, very cold. Obviously, this cold weather's been with us as we went through the end of last week and now into the start of this week. But there are some signs that temperatures going to be moderating here over the next several days in the somewhat milder stretch. And remember, when I'm using the term milder here, when I'm talking about these temperatures coming up for the Maritimes, that's in terms of relative to January, right? It's not going to be warm out there or anything like that. Let's take a look at weather conditions across the country. We'll go back to our forecast here in the Maritimes in a moment. Very cold up the North Yellowknife right now. Clear conditions, minus 28, minus 27, some snow falling at Whitehorse. Snow also being reported right now at Calgary, Saskatoon, and Regina. Winnipeg sitting at minus 6. Freezing rain warning out for parts of southern Ontario at the moment. Ottawa is much colder, sitting at minus 13, minus 12 at Montreal. Of course, very cold here in the Maritimes, and even colder still as we get into areas of Labrador, with Labrador City sitting at minus 23 and minus 20 at Happy Valley, Goose Bay. Tonight, we're going to see some increase in cloudiness. The risk of snow squalls is going to be coming to an end in Cape Breton, but there will be some flurries and some light snow that develop for the southwest of Nova Scotia and the southwest of New Brunswick. Not a lot of accumulation expected out of that, but possibly 1 to 5 centimeters locally in parts of Digby, Yarmouth, and Shelburne counties. That part of the Maritimes will have the highest chance of seeing some further flurries throughout the day on Tuesday. Lower chances for the rest of the region, mostly seeing a mix of sun and cloud. Winds in the forecast for tomorrow change direction. They're becoming southerly. They're going to be sustained 10 to 20 kilometers per hour with a few gusts between 20 and 30. That means that for a good portion of the Maritimes, temperatures are going to moderate a little bit from the very cold start to the day into the afternoon. And then we have a weather system arriving on Wednesday. This is a low-pressure system that's going to be making its way first through the Midwestern United States and then through southern Ontario. It will be a mix of snow and rain for the Maritime region. Mostly rain expected for Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and along the Bay of Fundy coastline in New Brunswick, where it could be 5 to 15 millimeters. There will be a risk of freezing rain in southern New Brunswick from the Bay of Fundy coastline all the way up towards Fredericton with this weather system. And then snow is expected through northern areas of New Brunswick. How much snow could that part of the Maritimes pick up? Right now, it looks like a range of about 5 to 15 centimeters. So that'll be our next weather system arriving on Wednesday. It's a bit of a wintry mix with it. Now for tonight, temperatures are very cold across the region. Most of the lows falling well down into the minus teens. A few areas of the coastline of Nova Scotia with some low temperatures between around minus 8 and minus 12. Highs in the forecast for tomorrow. Not as cold as it was today in the north of New Brunswick, but still quite cold with the highs between minus 9 and minus 12. Temperatures moderate a little bit more for southern areas of New Brunswick. Tomorrow, the high temperature near minus 5 for Fredericton, but gets up to around minus 2 for St. John late in the afternoon, as well as for Sussex, and minus 5, so still a little bit colder for Moncton. Prince Edward Island for tomorrow, with most high temperatures between minus 1 and minus 6, still a little bit colder up west in the province. For Cape Breton, the high temperatures between 0 and minus 4. Port Hawkesbury, though, late in the day can get up to around plus 1. Minus 2 late in the afternoon for the north shore of Nova Scotia. For the eastern shore, late afternoon temperatures near 0. Cumberland, Colchester, Hants County, Halifax County, some high temperatures tomorrow between minus 2 and plus 2. And in the southwest of Nova Scotia, late in the day, some high temperatures coming up between 1 and 3 degrees. Taking a look at the 7-day outlook for New Brunswick, there's that mixture of snow and rain on Wednesday. Again, risk of some freezing rain with the rain for the southern half of the province. Cloudy periods in the forecast for Thursday. A mixture of showers and flurries on Friday. Temperatures somewhat milder heading into and through the upcoming weekend. Snow in the forecast for Sunday, and temperatures do look like they'll take a little bit of a dip in the Maritimes for Monday of next week. A brief period of some colder air returning. For Nova Scotia, it's rain and fog into the forecast for Wednesday, followed by mostly cloudy conditions on Thursday. A mix of sun and cloud on Friday. High temperatures low to mid single digits. Same thing goes for Saturday with cloudy periods. Chance of flurries Sunday into Monday with temperatures taking a little bit of a drop. And for Prince Edward Island in the 7-day outlook, coming up on Wednesday, a mixture of snow and rain. There'll then be a chance of flurries on Thursday. High temperatures around plus 1. Same thing goes for Friday, the mix of sun and cloud. Up to 4 on Saturday with a mix of sun and cloud. Flurries in the forecast for Sunday and a chance of flurries on Monday of next week, Todd.